Ashland-Greenwood High School between your 8 and 9 Blue Jays going up against the 5 and 7 Conestoga Cougars. I am Suzanne Sapp, and once again beside me is my sidekick behind the mic and your play-by-play announcer, Kendra Craven. Kendra, we've said this only a couple times. It's great to be at home.
That's right, it is. And you know what? We're at home again this week.
I know. We could be home a lot this week because we've got our tournament coming up, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Yeah.
But first of all, let's I want to back up a couple days to Saturday. I know it's probably not a game we want to bring up, but let's hope that we learn from that. You know, it was a very kind of heartbreaking loss for the Blue Jays. They were up 2-0 and then ended up losing 3 straight. So what can the Jays take from that game on a positive note and hopefully carry over into this week?
You know, I think the biggest thing with that match is, you know, you got to put teams away, you know, right away. And I think we all knew that Raymond Central just didn't play well, especially the first set and the second set. Each set they got better. I wouldn't say necessarily that the Blue Jays did anything wrong. I don't know that we played any worse throughout the game. It's just actually that the Raymond Central Mustangs got better, and we didn't necessarily improve.
Well, I was going to say, I felt like they did get better. I will agree with you there, but I felt like in that third set especially, we were not playing so much to win. We were playing not to lose.
Yep.
And we just got a little bit tentative. We tipped a little bit more when we had some hits that were really falling for us. And so hopefully they take that over into this matchup today. So let's get to the matchup today. Cougars are coming in at 5 and 10. Looking at the stats, I did have some opportunity to look them over. And on attacking, their top hitter is, oh boy, okay, Ackerman. Ackerman, she's coming in at 89 kills. And Harms is coming in at 89 kills. Okay, so pretty even right there. But then looking on down the line, you look at their number 2 hitter, she's coming in, that's Feeney, she's coming in at 62. And our number 2 hitter has 81 kills. And so it kind of graduates down, you know, because then they go to 49 and we're still at 79. So I feel like we have a lot more weapons to choose from than they may. But then when I started looking at the serving stats, we have one person who really stood out on serving on the number of ace serves, and that was at 27. They had a girl at 27, they had a girl at 26, they had a girl at 25. So that tells me that they're a fairly tough serving team. And as we know, the key to getting your attack going, which we've got a lot of weapons, is
all that serving.
Is the serve, receive, and being able to handle that. So to me, that's going to be an interesting matchup here because we've got the more weapons, but you still got to get the ball up to the setter in order to use those weapons.
Yeah, you know, it was interesting that, you know, we were talking, my daughter obviously, we talked about plays at Midland. And that's what their coach talks about, Coach Gieselman, who has coached for many years. You know, he always talks to his players about winning the serving and pass game. And that's what it's all about. You can go, and we watched, they played number 8 in the country on Saturday in Northwestern, and Midland is still number 1, but that might change tomorrow. They got to live it for a while. But the difference is, you know, Northwestern has a lot of taller players, and you watch warm-ups, and they just nail the ball, but there's no block in front of them, and they miss so many serves. But Midland always wins the serving and passing game. They focus so much on that. So, Suzanne, you brought it to your point. Win the serving and passing game, and you'll win the match.
Right, right. It's not so much about the hitting.
No.
So, and I've been kind of noticing, too, going to some of the Husker volleyball games, and I mentioned this on a previous broadcast, Stanford came in to Nebraska.
Yeah.
24 missed serves and wins the match.
Yeah.
Because, and we talked to this a little bit about Wahoo. Their serving percentages weren't great, but boy, they were serving tough, and they had more ace serves. So I think that's kind of the way things are going as things go along. Is it's all about serving tough, not worrying so much about whether or not you are missing serves. And I think that it's just kind of the nature of the game as it plays out now. Looking also at the common opponents with us. They played DC West. They lost to DC West 3-0. Played Louisville. They beat Louisville 2-1. Elmwood Murdoch. They lost to Elmwood Murdoch 2-1. Syracuse swept them. Malcolm swept them. Logan View swept them. And then they beat Arlington 2-0. So those are the common opponents between the Blue Jays and the Cougars. And wow, we have quite the...
We do. We finally, we've got the football boys here tonight. A lot of times the games don't match up because they actually might be a reserve game or a C-team game or a JV game, but the boys are here tonight, and so it's nice that we have a good student body. So the starting lineup first for your visiting Conestoga Cougars is number 1, Davita Garrett, a sophomore. Number 3, Raquel Hill, a sophomore. Number 6, Amelia Goki, a senior. Number 9, Sophia Tegels, a senior. Number 10, Maggie Feeney, a freshman. Number 14, Sophia Ackerman, a senior. And number 17, Alyssa Bott, a sophomore. And now to continue on with the lineups for your hometown Blue Jays, we have number 2, a freshman, Marley Glock, right side hitter. Number 3, a sophomore setter, Reagan Craven. Number 4, a middle hitter, junior, Lauren Gertis. Number 7, an outside hitter, junior, Jada Laughlin. Number 8, a junior, Emma Keith, outside hitter. Number 15, a senior middle hitter, Presley Harms. And a senior libero, number 11, Jenna Grell. And the libero for the Conestoga Cougars is number 9, Sophia Tegels, and she is a senior. And the Blue Jays are coached by Megan Roselle. And the head coach for the Conestoga Cougars is Kylie Lewis. So the Blue Jays win the flip. Well, I guess I really don't know if they did or not. They must have won and chose serve, I guess I should say.
Usually when you win the flip, especially, it's not quite as key as it used to be.
I know. There was a year that we never did call serve. We called serve. That would be when we had Caitlin Thomas. So Craven goes back to serve with the first point, and it's short serve to Ackerman, and it'll be an ace serve for Craven to start off this match. So again, as Suzanne talked about, Ackerman, the senior, the 6-foot senior, she leads the Conestoga Cougars in kills with 200 and something. Maybe that's attempts. Ackerman again, good pass this time, goes up to their setter, Goki. They go outside, and Feeney swings long, but unfortunately,
we were in the net.
The Blue Jays were in the net for their first unforced error of the match. So it makes it 1-1.
Did you say they had somebody with 110?
Ackerman,
no.
She leads in kills with something, 100 and something.
No.
So Goki, the setter, goes back to serve. And she goes down the line at Glock. Good pass up to Craven. Craven will go outside the Glock. Glock off the block. Goki, she'll go right side to Ackerman. Ackerman roll shot over right into the donuts. Right in there. So Goki, or Ackerman, will get her first kill.
She had 89 kills.
Oh, I said attempts. I was thinking, she has the most attempts?
Yeah, I was going to say. I'm not sure.
She's close to 100. She'll have 100 before the end of the night, I bet.
Probably.
So the setter again, Goki back to serve. Goki is senior for the Cougars. She goes to the middle of the court. Glock again. Good pass up to Craven. Craven goes into the middle to Harms. Nice dig in the back row. Goki goes outside to Feeney. Feeney cross court for the kill. as that ball comes clear up here to us at the top of the bleachers.
I would like to see Harms, if she gets that set again, to try and cut it to one of the corners, because their defense was staying planted right in the middle of the court, leaving both deep corners wide open.
That was a nice dig by Garrett in the middle there. Goki again, the setter, back to serve. Goki goes short. Glock again with the pass outside the block. Through the block. Oh, Ackerman takes it over on two. Keith with the pass. Craven outside the block. Block, she swings wide cross court. Gives the Cougars a lead of 4-1 in this first set.
Yeah, right now the Jays are making too many hitting errors.
And Goki again to serve. And Goki goes at the middle
Nice
to
serve.
Keith. Good pass to Craven. Craven takes it over on two. Goki, the setter, reads it. Libero steps in. She goes outside to Feeney. Feeney with the kill. Makes it 5-1 Cougars.
Well, and Feeney is their second best hitter.
So Goki again to serve. She's been back there a long time.
She has.
Goki at Grill.
That's a tough serve.
Craven goes outside again to Glock. Glock. Nice dig by Garrett. They go right side to Ackerman. Keith there on the overpass. Goki will go outside to Garrett. Garrett in the donut. Craven is there. Harms takes it over as Joust at the net, and Harms wins the joust. So the Blue Jays finally score their second point. As Fengmeyer checks in, and also Taylor West will check in.
Yeah, that's something that Jays have got to really watch in a team like this, is we don't let them go on these runs back
I was
serving.
going to say, that's, oh, good Lord. Oh, my gosh, what is going on here? Tip over by Ackerman. Glock takes it. Craven tips, one-handed set.
Nice job of her keeping that in play.
Outside again they go to Feeney. Nice dig by Grell. Craven's going to go outside to Glock. Glock,
Oh,
nice
nice
swing down the line.
Wow.
So we have had a little bit of change here. We finally get to see. So the difference is that Glock is playing outside, and Taylor West has checked in to play right side. And the reason Taylor West is in there, she can also set if she has to take that second ball. So right side to go, Goki. Good dig by Fengmeyer. Outside it goes to Glock. Glock tried to roll shot, but she roll shots into the net. Makes it 3-6 as the Blue Jays are racking up the unforced errors in this first set. So number 10, Feeney, and I think I had that wrong in the last one. She's the one that actually hit the last one. Feeney, Grell, good pass.
Nice pass.
To Craven. Craven, quick set to Harms on the back set for the kill. And it's time for Gertis. Poor Gertis, she is so competitive, and I love it. I think she cannot wait to get on that court.
I bet
that
she
poor
is
girl
just chomping at the bit on this bench.
I know that these 10 points that have been scored for her is like the longest for her. So she's ready to go. I love seeing her get in it. Grell, good short serve.
Oh, that might have gone out.
Goki goes in the middle, but it's close. Oh, and it bounces off the net, comes over to us, outside the Glock. Glock goes down the line. Nice dig up by number 5, Zimmerman. Grell on the pass. Craven goes outside again to Glock. Glock cross court. Nice dig by Libero Tagles. They go outside, and Garrett swings long. Oh my gosh, and we are in the net again.
Oh, wow.
So twice the Conestoga Cougars have swung long, but the Blue Jays have been in the net for no reason, because it's like 5 feet over our heads.
Right. Not even close to. So who was in the net that time?
Gertis. So the Libero Tagles to serve. It's a short serve. Grell will run it down. Craven will run it down. Gertis will take it over. Tagles with the pass. Free ball chance here. The tough one is Ackerman had to run it down. She hits it in the net. Makes it 5-7. I'm surprised we're even within 2.
I agree. It seems like Conestoga should be further ahead than they are.
I know. Like, they have a lot more kills, and we've given them a lot of points. Interesting. Block to serve. Blue Jays trailing by 2. Block goes down the line at Garrett. Goki outside to Bot. Bot swings wide.
That time, no net call.
Yay!
Okay, that is just the cutest little Blue Jay football player over there that just ran in.
That's where my boys just came from, but they took their equipment off, so you wouldn't want to smell it.
And your boys aren't that little.
Nope, they're not. The same team, though.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
wow.
team, just not that little.
Yeah.
My boys are stripers. They play on the line. They have to wear a stripe on there.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yeah, if you're over a certain way. Actually, this year they're not, but they still play on the line. Last year they had to put a stripe because they're over
They
the
may
limit.
never get off the line, I'm just going to say.
Not. And Tagles, another Tagles. We should probably clarify which one. Curtis, nice swing down the line. And they have a free ball chance here for the Blue Jays. Burrell, good pass up to Craven. Curtis on the slide.
Oh, nice slide. Nice swing by Gertis.
And Ava Tagles, again, another chance for the Blue Jays. Fengmeyer on the pass. Back row right side from block. And Ava Tagles on the outside it goes to Garrett. Ooh, it's an overpass. Ooh, bot in the middle. Craven outside to West. Nice
job.
With the kill. How about that?
Nice swing by West.
She just took a little off of it and she found an open spot.
You know what? That's the way to do it. You know, it doesn't do you any good to get up and just swing as hard as you can. Get a couple in before you go up there and start really attacking.
Absolutely. I think we're a little lost on who's supposed to serve here.
And kudos to her for having the...
Hello. This is not right. I am a little bit worried we're going to get a lineup. This cannot be right. Think here.
Let's see, Gertis is
She's
opposite,
in West is in for Emma Keith.
Which is
outside.
outside.
No, this is right. This is right. Okay, they're right. Yep.
I don't see this down official missing anything
No,
like that.
Nope, she won't. Well, yeah. No. So right side tip over. Oh, and West is just a little bit deep. Nice play by Garrett as she saw that open spot with the tip.
Conestoga right now is playing very scrappy, I feel.
Yeah.
And they're picking up a lot of our hits.
As Keith is checked back in for West.
And I forgot to welcome the Conestoga fans that may be listening in.
Nice serve by Garrett. Pass up to
Oh,
Craven.
nice.
Quick set in the middle to Gertis. And Gertis with a hard swing.
That's probably one of the best hits I've ever seen her put down.
It started with a great pass and a jump
Yeah,
set from Craven.
It was.
Nailed it.
Well played. Well played.
I'm not sure who passed that. Ties it up 9-9. Gertis to serve. She goes down the line. Nice serve from Gertis. It's going to be an ace serve for Lauren Gertis.
And the Conestoga girl might have had a chance of getting to that ball if she wouldn't have had to hurdle the body laying on the ground.
I apologize. I'm not real sure. We have 2 13s on our roster. We have a lot of double numbers, so I'm not sure who's checked in, if it's Catherine Ramirez or Allie Joe and Zorro. So I apologize.
And that was a great put down by Harms off the block. It goes down for the kill. The Jays are starting to take a little bit of a lead here, 11-9.
So Gertis again.
You said they have duplicate numbers?
Yeah, they have a lot of them. Most of them I was able to get, but this one I don't know. So 13 for Conestoga, either Ramirez or Nzuro. But I'll be able to tell by Max Preps. Give me just a minute here. Keith on the dig. Tell me who has more attempts if 13 on that.
For what?
Just look up number 13 who has, oh, okay, so it's Ramirez, right?
Well, she only has 2
Yeah,
kills.
but the other one's not even on there.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, Ramirez. Okay, we got it. Gertis down the line. Ava Tagle in the middle of the bot. Dug up by Keith. Keith goes to Craven in the middle, outside to Laughlin. Laughlin, nice job.
swing.
As he just a nice slow shot down the line for the kill. Makes it 13-9 Blue Jays.
You know, it's not always about how hard you put the ball down, it's how well you can place it.
Moricall? Man, I didn't know I was going to have to get all these names. Checked in for the Cougars. Again, Gert is still back there to serve. And she goes right at the libero Tagles. Ava Tagles in the middle, goes to Bot. And Bot swings long, but there, oh wow, I thought we touched it too.
I don't think so.
absolutely agree with the Cougars on that one, on the block, but they say no. So 14-9, Gertis been back there serving a long time. Ava Tagle in the middle to Bot. That one did too. Yes, I was going to say that one was also a touch. So it makes it 14-10 after the kill from Bot. Bot will go back to serve. Bot, and she serves long. Makes it 15-10 Blue Jays. Now that's how my family rolls. So the ball went on the stage, and Reagan's little brother was running by, and she looks at him to go get it, and he says no.
Because he knows the Craven kids will get it?
Well, he was a Craven. He was supposed to get it for her, but he didn't.
Oh,
he wouldn't get the ball for his sister.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we roll. So Tagle in the middle, right side to Ramirez. Oh my gosh, we were in the net again. This time it was Glock in the net. Makes it 15-11. Blue Jays leading. And checking in to serve is Amelia Goki, and she started off on a lead of 5-1 before the Blue Jays got going. So we need to get a stop right now on her. So Goki, the senior setter, back to serve for the Cougars. And she goes Glock, good pass up to Craven. Craven goes behind her to Presley Harms with the tip. They are there in the dig. Goki goes outside to Feeney, dug up by Keith. Craven outside the block. Glock with a strong cross-court kill from the outside change. Makes it 16-11. So head coach Kaylee Lewis takes her first time out of this first set with the Blue Jays leading 16-11 over the Conestoga Cougars.
Okay, I decided this would be a great time for me to look something up.
What's going on over there?
Well, I'm trying to.
Just hanging out?
Yeah,
I feel like you're just catching up on Facebook. Are you doing anything? Or?
I'm trying to.
Hey, Jordan, will you help broadcast? Because my partner is like literally hanging out on Facebook.
No, I was
over
trying
here.
to pull up all the 6 softball players that are having their senior night tonight.
Yeah, you're just doing color.
And so.
You're supposed to be doing color, not like reading Facebook. No.
I'm not on Facebook. It's actually Twitter.
There is a whole page that shows them like.
Well, I haven't found that. They're going through each one by one.
Oh
so
my gosh, there was one page that had all of them on there.
Yeah, we made it in our Strive class.
Yeah, they made it in their Strive class. Why not ask the person to your left?
Okay, then who am I missing here? Okay, as I've got, like I mentioned, tonight is senior night for the softball team. And the seniors I know who I'm missing.
You didn't even ask.
The one that I know, Ava. Yeah, I know one girl really well on the team, and I forgot her name. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, is it Keely Greasy?
Keely Geis.
Guys, Michaela Nonella, Maddie Hart, Caitlin Pfeiffer, Sierra Mack, and Ava Miller. All seniors on the softball team, their last home game of their high school career.
So, very important point after the timeout. As the Blue Jays put the Conestoga Cougars on their heels and score that point. So checking in, I don't know, she's got really long hair over her number. I'm not the way, oh, there we go. Is Garrett Fangmeyer to serve. Fangmeyer goes down the line at Ackerman. Goki has to run that down, and it comes back fast.
Now, those of you that saw her kick her foot out there to hit it, that is legal. That is completely legal. She could have got her foot on it.
So it makes it 18-11.
Not recommended, but, desperate times just.
Desperate measures?
Yeah, desperate times just, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
we
Kendra
got
said.
They go right side to Feeney, and Feeney hits long.
Now, Conestoga started off on fire, and now all of a sudden they're like their coach is snapping her wrist. It's like, girls, you're not bringing your hand around. You're not snapping your wrist at all, and they're just floating them way out.
Nice serve again
from
from
nice
Fangmeyer.
serve.
Fangmeyer with the ace serve. Makes it 20-11.
I think we're seeing a different team out there on the other side of the net because they came out and could do nothing wrong.
Well, we helped them with a lot of errors.
Yeah,
too.
we did.
Oh, nice play. As Goki tried to send that tip over, but she set it right into the hands of Presley Harms. And I don't know what they are
I think she didn't
for.
think it did not break the plane of the net. I think she felt like she reached completely over the net.
Okay. 21-11, Fangmeyer. Oh, Fangmeyer into the net. Makes it 21-12. And back to serve is number 10, Feeney, just a freshman, 5'11" freshman. Feeney goes down to Fangmeyer. Craven, right side to Glock. Glock is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. A point for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays 3 points from the first set. It took them a little while to get started in this set.
Rell with the serve. They go right side.
Nice set.
Ackerman, nice swing by Ackerman. That's about the first time they've gotten to get her.
Yeah, that was a great set, though.
Who has stats? Is there a Zimmerman or for a number 5? Is
5 is Zimmerman.
Okay. So Zimmerman is checked in for the Cougars.
Oh, that's another good serve.
And a serve for Sophia Tegel, the senior.
Might have been long because she's playing fairly deep, reaching way above her head, not showing signs of coming down.
Yeah.
Might have been out.
So Tegels again. This time she goes short. Nice pass from Taylor West. In the middle, Craven goes to Glock. Glock uses the block for a kill. Makes it 23-14. And Glock will go back to serve. Blue Jays 2 points away from taking the first set. And Glock will go down the line.
Nice serve.
Good pass. Goki will go right side to Ackerman. Ackerman into the net. Makes it set point for the Blue Jays. Glock to serve for set point as the football boys are getting wound up over there. She goes down the line. Goki again. Nice set from Goki as she will go right side to Ackerman. And Ackerman splits the defense in the center court. Makes it 24-15. Beautiful set by Goki.
That was. What grade is she?
A senior.
She's a senior?
I think, yes. Back to serve, number 7. Ava Tegel is a sophomore. Nice serve.
Well, they do serve nice,
high
don't
pass
they?
for Craven. No, good try for Craven as she tried to get that close pass out of the net, but she didn't quite do it. It's a 24-16. Ava Tegel is a sophomore again, back to serve for the Cougars. And she goes short this time. Good pass up from Grill. Craven takes it over on 2. Ramirez is there. Bott in the middle, but Bott swings wide. So the Blue Jays will take the first set over the Conestoga Cougars with a score of 25-16. We have to read that fast. Cindy is on that scoreboard and changes
I know it. I
whoop.
wrote it down right away because it's like, yeah, you glance away for a second and it's gone. So in that first set, Glock led the way for the Blue Jays with 5 kills. And actually, she tied with Harms. Glock had 4 kills. Harms had 4 kills. Glock had 2 hitting errors. Craven had 1 ace serve, 1 kill. Gertis had 1 ace serve, 1 kill. And Fangmeyer had 1 kill. And West had a kill. So, and we had 1 service error. But we talked a little bit earlier about the service errors just don't seem to be, you don't want to miss a ton of them, but the level of serving, because they had 2 service errors, but boy, they were serving them hard.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any ace serves, so kudos to the Blue Jays. At least they kept the ball in play. 3 hitting errors and 8 kills. I'm used to the 5s. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you got to slash the 5.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not going to complain.
Oh, no wonder the stats are all done and so good. Jordan's doing them for you tonight, huh?
I know it.
You get what you pay for.
I was like, what's happening over there? I was wondering, yeah.
I was and when talking about the softball girls, we said tonight was their senior night, and a huge shout out to those girls who ended up in conference finals this last Saturday for softball and came up just short. I think it was a 1-run win.
Gosh, I think so. Yeah.
It was, and
3-2
so
maybe or something.
What?
Was it 3-2?
I think it was 3-2 to Arlington. Was it?
UTAN.
UTAN. That's right. It was UTAN. But congratulations to the softball girls as they finish up their season, or starting to finish up their season as conference runners-up. Last game tonight. And they will start districts. Last game.
Last regular season game?
I believe, because I know they, at least I thought, I will check, because it's only Tuesday. But they do start districts on Monday. And all I know is it's at Elkhorn, and this is the Elkhorn High, the original Elkhorn High School. They have Elkhorn, Sioux City, Waverly, and us in their sub-district. And that starts on Monday.
So best of luck to the softball team as they head into districts.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
That it's there already.
It is, but it's October.
I know it because their
pretty soon.
season, they usually have like about a good month break before the basketball gears up.
So the Conestoga Cougars started with the first serve, and Goki serves it out of bounds, which was kind of nice for us because she had a nice run. Nice set from Goki as she goes right side. Nice dig by Laughlin as Keith will just take it over. Goki goes into the middle this time to Hild. And Hild with a nice slice to her right, and she will get the kill. Ties it up at ones. As again, as we stated, a nice presence from the AG high school football team and their coaches, as I know they try to get around to all the sports. They were there to support the cross-country team. They've been there to support the softball team. So tonight they're in the presence tonight to support the volleyball team. So
it's always nice to have them here.
So Taylor West and J.C. Fangmeyer checking back in for the Blue Jays. And Fangmeyer to serve.
The softball girls do have one more game, and it is at Fort Calhoun on Thursday.
Good pass from Tagles. They go outside to Garrett. Good dig by Grell. Craven outside to Glock. Glock goes down the line. Nice dig by Zimmerman. And they take it over on two, but it's long. Makes it 3-1. Again, those of you that are following us, that have been following us, a little change here for the Blue Jays as Glock is playing outside hitter this time. She usually plays right side. And then Taylor West is going in on the right side for Keith.
That was 4 hits.
And
yeah, they didn't make it over.
From Garrett on the outside, they're saying didn't clear the net. Gives the Blue Jays a 4-1 lead in this second set after beating the Conestoga Cougars 25-16. Fangmeyer again to serve, goes down the line at Garrett. They will go right side to Ackerman, and they're going to say we did touch it, but I disagree, but no one asked me. Grell, good pass up to Craven. Craven goes, right,
little early there.
A slide, but it did, or not a slide. Quick set.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Makes it 4-2. Libero back to serve Tagles. She'll go short, and it's an overpass. Chance for the Cougars. And they go in the middle to Botts. Botts swings long. They're asking for a touch.
I kind of thought it was.
And their coach says, quit arguing. They didn't see it. Let's go. I like that.
I like that too.
If they're going to call it, they're going to call it. By you asking, great point. They're not going to say anything.
Yeah.
And a tough serve by Jenna Grell. They go right side Ackerman, real shot. Fangmeyer there on the dig. Craven goes outside the Glock. Glock with a cross, scored into the corner. Oh. And Lade Wills says it did catch the line.
I have to give kudos to their coach. There's two in a row where she just kind of bit her tongue.
She's going to stand by the line now.
and went off, yes.
You know what? I'm not on the line, so I have no idea.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I will never line judge. Well, speaking of line judges, special shout out to Brandy Lambert and Julie Lade Wills, who are two of our very consistent line judges that stand out to do this. And I would never do it.
She had to think about that one for a while, and she just had to call what she thought she saw.
I've always said I can never line judge. Never, ever.
You know my story with Monica. Oh, that was
that one was in, too. Nice serve again.
Yeah, you know my Monica Lonnie story. She screamed at me once and made me call it out, and it wasn't.
If Monica Lonnie screamed in my face, I might actually do what she tells me to also.
And she was really close to me, too. She just screamed out.
Just to tell you,
to
tell you, we worked on that in practice. We had to do whatever we could get. So we worked on
line judges.
Yeah, just so you know. That was part of our practice
plan.
It
worked.
As Bott hits into Gertis, and she gets the kill after hitting through that block. Makes it 6-5, Blue Jays leading by 1.
Yeah, the Gretna, I think it was a Gretna, because the Gretna fans did not agree with that call either. It's like, you know what? I called it like I was told.
And Ava Tagles serves wide. Makes it 7-5, Blue Jays. Block to serve.
That might have ended my line judging career very quickly, I was okay.
Block. She goes cross court. And Tagles, they go right side.
Oh, nice
and
block.
Block back by Gertis and West. Makes it 8-5. Also, a special shout out to our 5th grade volleyball team over there that came in after their practice, who are in attendance watching what will someday be their future. And Glock serves long. Checking in is number 10, Feeney, and back to serve is number 1, Garrett. Wow, that is a high toss.
Yeah.
And Garrett, this is exactly.
Well, it had a lot of side spin on it when she tossed it.
Unfortunately, she was facing this direction, so, and nobody knows where we're sitting, but she was facing the direction that ball went. West back to serve, 9-6 Blue Jays in the lead.
Nice pass.
Gets it to Tagles, takes it over on 2. Craven outside to Laughlin. Laughlin off the block. Tagles to other Tagles. Right side. Craven in the middle to Gertis. Gertis with the
Nice
tip, and she
job.
finds an open spot. Well, I just see every game I get just a little bit more comfy putting my feet up on
I was
the.
just gonna say.
Can we do this? Is this all right?
Putting your feet up is acceptable.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Unless you're wearing a skirt.
Well, you won't find me doing that. I don't own a skirt or a dress. I own suits and heels. So, yeah, you'll see me in a suit and a heel, but, yeah, not a skirt or dress. So, and number 10, Feeney with the roll shot to the donut.
At least you got nice shoes on to show off. I'll give you
Oh,
that.
You know, my pink heels that match.
Yeah.
I got some mud on the heel, though. I'll have to work on that.
Yeah, really. If you're going to show them off, make them sure they're clean.
Bot to Keith. Tough pass. Glock will step in. Craven will take it over. Chance here for the Cougars.
Oh, nice spot.
Nice job by Craven. Yep, making a
Oh,
difference.
set that to your
but
setter.
now we get it back. And they set right side. Roll shot. Okay, Craven. That's all right.
Let's
Just
not play
pick it-
defense.
Yep, exactly. Let's not play defense. And I can, again, Cougar fans, I can say that I wasn't being critical of
It's
a
her
Blue
daughter.
Jay player, just my daughter, who chose not to play defense. 10-8, Bot to serve. Nice, tough serve. Nice pass by Keith, though. Right side to Gertis. Gertis with the kill. Oh, it's time for Camila to go home. Gertis again to serve. Blue Jays up by 3. Tagle in the middle. Nice swing. Whoa, heads up, Camila and Dave. That's the second ball that Emma Keith has sent up to us tonight.
Okay,
I don't
did
know
you
what
see
kind of
that
message she's sending
pipe
us.
up their move? I was expecting that to come disconnected and maybe fall.
It's a good thing we have a new gym coming, school board member. Just saying.
It is.
That would not have been good.
Huh?
So that would not have been good. 11-9. But yeah, Emma sent 2 balls up here tonight. I don't know what message she's trying to send, but Tagle, block. Raven outside to Harms. Harms
Touch.
swings long.
No touch? I thought I heard a touch.
That was 14.5 feet over the blocker's head. Who was touching that? The bar on the ceiling? Maybe. Maybe us up here might have touched that. Grill with a tough pass.
Oh.
Block. Hit it under the net.
That wasn't touched either.
We are now playing a new game. That's what we do when we teach girls the wrist snap. You hit it under the net. Keith, great pass to Craven. Harms forces it through the double block.
Nice strength by Harms in pounding that in.
Makes it 12-11. Those are the ones that are dangerous, that you hit somebody in the back of the head. Craven to serve. Craven goes down the line at Ackerman. They go back row. Oh, it's going to fall in that gap. Oh, Garrett with the kill. Nice swing. But you can stay. Yeah. Yes, you guys have money. You know what, Suzanne? Without having all these home games, haven't you missed the, come and get money from me thing? It's been a while, hasn't it? Because the boys have been at like football practice for all these games.
The old ATM machine's been closed for
No,
a while.
It has. I will say we've saved money by having all these away. Well, not in gas, I guess not. Never mind.
Oh, but we carpooled last game.
True. You were supposed to pick me up tonight. You forgot.
I did forget. I did
walked.
it way too long.
I walked from Cubbies.
That's why I had to put your feet up.
In my heels. That's why I need my feet up. Yep. Block. Cross court. And they're going to say that Conestoga Cougars were in the net. Ties it up at 13.
Do you want me to pick you up on Thursday then? At Cubbies?
Yeah, actually I might need you to come get me from Omaha because we start pretty early.
4:30. 4:30.
You just come get me from work. Right side, Ackerman takes it over with two. Oh, I was going to say, yep, nope, can't do that.
Do you have a note to get away early? Do I need to write you one?
Actually, I think you might. Can we get that before I leave? 14-13.
Actually, that should be part of Jordan's.
Yeah, can you
need to write a note too.
I will forge a note, like a doctor's note or something like that, if you guys need me to.
That'd be great. Ackerman, Grell with the pass. Good pass to Craven. Craven will go outside to Glock. Glock. And Glock will get the kill. Makes it 15-13.
I guess my question, Jordan, is what's wrong with her to get her out of work early? The sky's the limit here, you know, it's all open.
I know, I have a blister on my foot because I had to walk here in my heels because Suzanne didn't pick me up.
And because I won't let you put your feet up, so the blister's getting worse.
That's right. Exactly.
So she's getting off work early for a blister.
Well, we can make it worse.
That got infected overnight. And it's by Thursday, it's going to be bad.
Nice pass from Grell. Craven,
Nice
nice
swing.
back set to Glock on the right side. Nice swing from Glock.
What's
All
the
started with
medical?
pass.
What's the medical terminology for a blister? Like, I'm sure we could like Google that and make it sound really official.
You know what? I'll ask the nurses.
Yeah, but you're working with a med center, so I think they might know.
I'm not at the med center.
I'm sorry, the Methodist nursing. But still, they should know the whole medical terminology.
It's going to be some kind of contusion.
You know, it might have to be a family emergency, which in Craven family could happen.
Could happen. 17-14 after the kill from Glock.
Suzanne, you'll be happy to know that's Marley Glock's 5th kill, and I slashed it this
Good
time
for you.
on the stats.
That way I can glance and not have to count.
Nice pass. They go as Ackerman, right idea. She saw that tip open to her right, but Fangmeyer had a nice read. So head coach Kaylee Lewis will take a timeout with the Blue Jays leading 18-14 after the Blue Jays won the first set 25-16.
I did look it up. The softball girls will be playing again Thursday at Fort Calhoun. And also Friday, the football players will be at Fort Calhoun, and Tim and Jordan will you be with Tim, or will Barry be back?
To my understanding, it's Barry.
Okay.
Tim lets me know in advance, and I have no notice if it's going to be me, so I'll probably be roaming the sidelines where I belong.
Okay. Roaming the sidelines. Okay, that's good to know. So that will be Friday. Broadcast will start at 6:45. They will be up at Fort Calhoun, and it will be audio only, but you can usually pull up their Strive and
They're
YouTube.
NFHS.
So then
Fort
you
Calhoun
can't. Then you have
is.
to pay for it. So
Yeah.
good thing you guys are going, because that way you can listen. Then
You
it's
know
going to be
what?
way better than.
I realized I've been paying for 2 accounts since state basketball.
Yikes.
Because we had people that wanted to watch, and then so we're like, we got one, and then Sage got one, and like,
Oh,
why is
so-
this money still pulling out of my account?
so
I'm
then
like,
you could just give out.
oh, I now canceled it, but jeepers. Grell with a good pass up to Craven. Craven in the middle to Gertis. Gertis on the tip.
Nice spot.
Job by Gertis. Yep, it is in.
Yeah, but I took on NFL Plus so I could watch Ben Stilley, and I can't figure out how to cancel it without calling him.
Calling Ben. I don't think Ben will know.
Yeah.
Outside to Bot. Bot in it. Bot swings long. Makes it 22-14. Blue Jays 5 points away from taking the second set. Grell again, the senior libero, back to serve for the Blue Jays. Grell goes short, very short. Ace serve for Jenna Grell. Jenna Grell again did not serve at the first part of the season, and she stepped into that role and done extremely well from serving, from the service line. Grell again. Pass up to Tago. They go right side to Ackerman after a great set.
Oh, nice hit.
Ackerman will get a kill. And checking in.
Yeah, because Jenna Grell is serving at 94.4%. So she has taken that role very seriously.
Which one is on here? Let's see what's 11.
It is Hench.
And another tough serve from Ava Tagle. And Morgan Hench has checked in along with, I missed the other one. And then Ava Tagle is back to serve, 21-16. She goes short this time. And Ava Tagle is with the ace serve. She is tough from that service line. And Ava Tagle is the sophomore setter again to serve. And she goes down the line again, and she gets an ace serve.
Wow.
Another one, 2 in a row.
They are closing in on this set. The Jays, here's where the Jays need to really dig deep.
And Coach Megan Roselle will take a timeout with the Blue Jays leading in the second set, 21-18.
Yeah, that was 3 ace serves in a row.
Yeah.
3 ace serves.
3 ace serves in a row, and they have racked up 9 kills to our about pretty even on the kills. The biggest thing is the ace serves.
It was kind of a weird. We didn't have near as many kills as they did, but they had quite a few more errors. Now they're kind of coming back a little bit.
They have been definitely an up and down team.
So after the timeout, we'll see how the Blue Jays respond.
You know, this really makes me feel important when I can just kind of snap my finger and stats come into my hand.
Kind of makes you feel important.
Kind of.
Oh, net as Craven dumps it over and forces the Cougars to be in the net. So very important point for the Blue Jays after the timeout from Coach Roselle. So Glock will go back to serve. Blue Jays leading by 4. And Glock, oh no! Glock serves into the net. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the killers. You know, it's one thing to serve tough, but at least serve long so that at least they have a shot of getting it.
Glock, Craven will have to run that one down. Glock with down ball from the, oh no, she hits him in the net again. 22-20, 2 errors in a row for the Blue Jays. Back to serve is Garrett. Garrett with that high toss, top spin. Grill with a good pass up to Craven. Craven outside to Gertis. Gertis court shot. Dug up by Tagles. In the middle to Bach. Craven with a dig. Block outside to West. West cross court shot. Tagle right side. Block with a dig. Craven outside to West. West.
Oh, nice
off
job.
the block with her soft shot. West has done a phenomenal job going in tonight.
She really has.
And now West goes back to serve after she gets that kill. Makes it 23-20, Blue Jays. And West will go down the line. And the Tagle goes outside.
Ooh, that might have been long.
West, as the Blue Jays will free ball. Tagle to Ava Tagle. Outside to Feeney. Feeney drops it in short in the middle of the court. Makes it 23-21.
Dropped it into that unattended campfire.
And I'd be okay if they let somebody attend into that again because I'm freezing. Man, somebody light that thing up. 23-21. Bot to serve. And Bot, tough serve. It's an overpass. No,
they were nice to
Grill
us.
takes it over. Tagle, she goes right side. Off the block. Grill, good pass up to Craven. Chance here for the Blue Jays. Gertis in the middle. She tips, but it's blocked back. Craven takes it over short.
Yeah, she could have
very deceptive, Craven. Outside to Feeney, dug up by Glock. Craven goes outside to Laughlin. Blocked back over at the tip. Craven runs it down. Grill, oh boy, almost a miscommunication.
No, Grill came up and
oh my gosh.
Grill came up and had that called all the way. All the way.
But then she saw Glock and Glock freaked her out and she almost let it drop.
Yeah.
You're gonna take it, take it. So Coach Lewis takes a timeout as the Blue Jays now have set points after that really confusing play. Interesting.
Interesting.
Just that whole last, it was a mess.
Oh,
on
yeah,
both
it
sides.
was. It was.
I mean,
Yeah, because they had that overpass and they could have put it away there and they chose to just tip it back to us.
And then we just free-balled it over.
Yeah.
And I think they got kind of busy watching it because it looked like it
And
was
then
going
we
to fall
took,
on our side and then it fell on their
Reagan
side.
took one over on the second hit.
It was like, wow. Out of system balls. Out of system balls.
Yeah, each team managed to keep each other out of system, even though they were all out of system.
24-21, Gertis back to serve. Set point for the Blue Jays. Crowd is on their feet, cross-court serve.
Nice
Always
serve.
a tough one. Tip over, chance for the Blue Jays. Glock with the pass. Craven takes it over on two. Too easy. Tagle, right side. Oh, and it just goes right over our block and drops right in front.
I'm impressed. You got change.
Not change. $2. Still set point for the Blue Jays.
That's better than I got that one time over at Newtown.
I don't think he brought you change back. You got a popcorn for like $10, didn't you?
That's what I mean. I did get my water.
Goki to serve and go. Shoot. Goki serves into the net. A rare miss for her. But that gives the Blue Jays the second set, 25-22. So again, the Blue Jays take the first set 25-16, and they take the second set 25-22.
Okay, this Saturday, we will be playing Saturday, but we'll start off with this Thursday, is the Ashland-Greenwood tournament. And they've got the tournament schedule out. Pool A will be Lincoln Lutheran, Ashland-Greenwood, Ralston, and Platt-Smith. Pool B is Wahoo, Auburn, Gross Catholic, and Roncalli. And to start off the day, Ashland-Greenwood will be taking on Ralston in the main gym. In the back gym will be Wahoo against Roncalli. Then at 5:30, Lincoln Lutheran will play Platt-Smith in the front gym. Back gym, Auburn, Gross Catholic. 6:30, Platt-Smith, Ralston. Back gym, Roncalli, Gross Catholic. And rounding out the night, in the front gym, Ashland-Greenwood will take on Lincoln Lutheran, and Wahoo will be taking on Auburn. So it's
ending with a bang.
Yeah. Let's end. Aren't they number one in C1?
Two. They're C2 this year.
They're C2. Oh, that's right. I did see that. So obviously they probably are number one in C2.
Yeah, I think they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're usually pretty strong. I was just reading through this list. It's kind of interesting because Ralston will be in our new conference next year. Platt-Smith will. Wahoo will. So I guess there's three opponents that we will be seeing quite a bit in the future. So that is on Thursday. We will be bringing you the Ashland games. We generally speaking on the other two games, we'll just keep the camera running throughout, and which is kind of nice because then you can kind of see where the game is at, before ours. So we play at 4:30, and then we are scheduled to play again at 7:30. And then on Saturday, we will be back in action at 9 a.m. as we finish out pool play with Platt-Smith at 9 o'clock. And then after that, then they'll start bracket play at 11 o'clock. That is Thursday and Friday. I may have to bring Emerson to some of the broadcasts on Saturday.
Oh, that would be awesome. We'll put her on.
We'll be our guest. I have to work on that because right now all she can say is go Cowboys because her grandpa Joe taught her that. So it's all about go Cowboys, but she needs to watch more volleyball anyway.
Lincoln Lutheran is 19-0.
Yeah, but they're in C2. But they probably have a lot of...
They were in C1 last year, so their schedule hasn't changed.
Okay.
So Craven back to serve. And she will go down in the middle, and it's an ace serve for Craven to start the third set. We're also, like we said, you can hear, we're joined by the Strive director and our boss, Jordan Wellman, and also his wife. We can say wife this year.
His boss.
His boss, there we go.
Right? We have this right?
Yeah, I didn't know I was your guys' boss, but she's definitely my boss, so that works out well.
And a backhanded, two-handed, set over tip, acrobatic something from Presley Harms. Nonetheless, Jordan, that's just a kill. And unless you wanted to call it something else on your stat sheet, I don't know.
I have so many questions over here. I'm doing the best I can.
Outside of the block back, and then they were in the net as they were trying to retrieve that. Makes it 3-0 Blue Jays.
And you just better be on your toes because we had a guest speaker last time we were here during the week, and so we could just throw it to you at any minute. So just so you know.
Oh,
I'll leave
Craven
my
misses
mic
her
down.
serve.
Huh?
I'll leave my mic down.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
just in
question.
case.
I mean, my sister played volleyball. I went to a lot of college volleyball games, so I have an idea. I play a little sand. So, just get questions,
Okay.
just ask.
Okay, we will.
We'll throw some out. We will do it randomly instead of like during the game in case there are people that are only listening and they can't see the game because then they have no clue what's going on. Tip over. Craven takes it right back over. Nice shot by Craven, but nice read by Garrett. Back row to Tagle. It's a tough pass overpass, and Ackerman is there.
I have a feeling Jordan has a little more volleyball knowledge than Timmy did.
How about a dink? What's a dink?
Like a tip?
Oh, yeah.
It's a term from the 80s. Let's not bring it back.
No, and a bump.
Oh, receiving a serve, a bump.
Craven takes it over on 2. They go outside. It's a tip. Craven is there on the dig. Glock takes ball 2, right side. Laughlin. Oh, Tagle. Craven again on the dig. Laughlin has to take ball 2, but she's not used to that. Glock falls over to hit it. There are bodies all over the floor. Ackerman down the line.
Nice try by the Jays.
I don't know. I think every player from the Blue Jay and Conestoga squad at some point was on the floor to get a ball.
You know what? That's where you want it. Just put it all out there, girls.
3-3. Goki, the setter to serve. One of the setters, I should say. Grill, pass up to Craven. Craven will go outside the Glock. Glock, nice dig by Tagle. Overpass, though. And
nice.
Harms, nice choice by Harms. As Tagle was still on the ground from the dig before. And just Harms put it right back at her. Makes it 4-3. Fangmeyer and West check back in for the Blue Jays. So
let's see how the Jays react to this this match right here. This is key because this is where last time
they decided to go.
They decided to go flat, but so far they're not showing signs of letting their foot off the throttle.
It'll be an ace block for Harms and West. So it makes it 5-3. So Ackerman, who was their leading attacker and leads them in kills. The Blue Jays have done a nice job of shutting her down tonight. So Fangmeyer again with a tough serve. As this time they will go right side to Feeney. West is there on the dig. Craven will go right side to West. A little bit of dig. They will go back row to Tagle, cross court. Ooh, blocks on the dig. It's going to be tight. Craven does get it out of the net. It goes back to Glock. Ooh. And Reagan knows how that feels. Goki wanted that set, but Ackerman was in her way. So it went out of bounds.
That time, Glock sets it or passes it tight to the net. She only had one choice, is to pull it back out, and Glock just happened to not be approaching yet and was there waiting.
Goki, this time it's an overpass. West is there, but Ackerman blocks it back. Craven. Fangmeyer takes ball 2. She goes outside to Glock. Nice up from Tagle. Goki goes outside. It's a tip over. Craven is there. It's tight. It's tight.
There we go.
Harms will bring it.
2 hits.
As it went over, and so Ackerman actually had 2 hits. Makes it 7-3 Blue Jays. And so Coach Lewis will take a timeout with, again, the Blue Jays leading 7-3. Blue Jays won the first set 25-16 and the second set 25-22.
Okay, never really got to the stats the first time. Glock ended up with 5 kills. Gertis came in with 3. Harms 1. Fangmeyer had 1. Nope, that was in the first set. And I see only, 5 hitting errors. And no unforced errors that time. And only 2 service errors. So fairly clean game by the Blue Jays. Conestoga, that game had 11 kills, which was a really good game. That's how they came back. But they had, the glaring one is the 8 unforced errors, which can kill you, especially if you're hitting good.
And Fangmeyer again to serve. She goes deep. Goki goes outside to Ackerman. Ackerman sharp cross court. She uses the block for a kill.
I really, really like their setter. I think she does a nice job.
Sorry, you're going to have to talk. I have a tech for Mr. Flynn over there. That's clearly, we need a lot of supervision.
I almost hate to find out what he wanted. They have it. Oh, back row attack. So Conestoga gets caught on the back row attack. Point to the Jays. 8-4, and Grell is going back to serve.
And we got a shoot timeout. That's important. All right, Grell down the middle, right at Tagle. Goki goes outside his left-hand tip. Craven is there on the tip. Oh no!
And so that, yeah, West took immediately took credit for that. She's like, that was me, because that's when you're on that right side. And in her defense,
technically, I mean, honestly, most teams
they
actually
do
have
the
their libero take it.
Yeah.
But, you know, we got a setter over there. And usually two setters, which is Block and West. So they're just in different roles.
Right.
And, you know, that they're just, you know, Taylor's
You're right.
She's been playing some outside. So it's just, now look at West and Fangmeyer are actually discussing it right now because Fangmeyer stepped in and taken those too. So I love that they're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Everybody does it a little different. So
nice serve.
Block with tough serve. It's an over. Now we got an overpass. West. Craven goes outside to West. West.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Nice.
I'm going to say she planned on that one by slicing it off the outer side of her hand and
whatever.
putting it down the line, down the net, inside the 10-foot line. Well played.
Makes it 10-5. Block goes down the middle this time. Goki, oh gosh, goes back row to
nice
take
back
over
row
the
hit.
Grell is there on the dig. Craven outside to West again. This time she's blocked, but Gertis is there on the coverage. Fangmeyer takes it over. Goki will go right side to Ackerman. Ackerman, Grell.
Nice job by Grell.
Craven goes back row to Block. Block, ooh, hits it long.
Yeah, she really got behind that one.
So Hentz and again, Ava Tagos checking in. Ava Tagos again, has caused us some fits with her serve. She's got a nice tough serve. So let's see if we can get her stop. 10-6, Blue Jays. Fangmeyer, good pass to Craven. Craven outside to Gertis. Gertis
nice
with a
swing by
cross-court
Gertis.
kill. Makes it 11-6.
You know,
Blue
she
Jays.
puts everything on that ball, and it's going to get picked up by the defense. So
Yeah.
there's a nice time for her to take just a little bit off.
Oh, man down.
No, little girl down.
Oh. West serves it long. Makes it 11-7. Keith checking back in for the Blue Jays, as well as Feeney for the Cougars. Garrett to serve. Garrett topspin serve. Good pass from Grell. Craven takes it over. They get it. They have that red nicely. Right side they go. Grell with a dig. Craven goes back row. Now why is that a lift? Like, that's the first ball pass.
So, Jordan, why do you think that was a lift?
I would say it's the balance between hitting the ball and pushing the ball up in the air. I thought she called double hit, honestly, but I think it was a lift.
I don't agree with it because it was still the first ball over. Like,
Yeah, because first ball over, a lot goes.
I would never know that. I would never know that.
and it was off the block, but all right, whatever. I don't.
So he wasn't even ready with his mic. He said he was going to be ready.
Wow, 11-9.
Unless you hum to yourself so that you don't want everybody to hear that?
I talked to my wife.
Oh, okay.
I would say on Gertis's hit, sometimes in Sand Volleyball League, I call that self-defense.
So Gertis back to serve. Blue Jays leading 12-9. And good pass up from Tagles. Ava Tagles goes outside. Blue Jays recover after the block. Keith from the back row. Keith hits it into the net. Makes it 10-12, Blue Jays leading. And Hill back in, back to serve as Bott.
And kudos to Conestoga. They are not going to quit.
And Keith with the pass. Craven outside to Laughlin. Laughlin finds a good spot. Bott's there on the dig. And they go outside to Feeney.
Nice pass.
Craven outside to Laughlin. Laughlin hits into the net. Bott again to serve. Cougars just trailing by 1. And Bott short serve. Keith, good pass up to Craven. Craven goes in the middle of the Harms. Oh, he didn't quite get a whole hand on that. And this time it's a kill
Off the block.
for Hentz. Hentz makes it 12-12. Cougars have tied it all up.
I think this is one of the loudest games we've had this year at home, isn't it?
There's
Well,
a
it's only been
lot
a
of
third
boys.
one.
Yeah, a lot of boys over there.
It's true.
Harms on the outside.
Nice.
Harms uses the block for a kill. Makes it 13-12. Craven back to serve. And Tagles runs it down, but it's going to be 4
Nope.
hits after the tough serve from Craven. Makes it 14-12. Blue Jays. Oh my gosh, it's only 8:30.
Well, the first 2 matches went a little bit long.
I feel like it's like, no,
I
I
gotta
feel
go
like
home
it's
and make
like,
sloppy joes
I
tonight.
feel like it's 9:30.
Oh, you said it's only. I thought you
Yeah.
said it's already. I'm like, oh, it's
No.
already.
Ooh, did she
Oh,
catch
yeah,
the line?
she did.
Yes, nice swing by
That was a
Phoenix.
really nice swing.
Right in the corner. Back into service, one of the setters, senior Goku. It's 14-13. Giving a little wave to Emerson Roselle, coach's daughter. She's living the dream, old enough now to get to come to the game to stay with her mom. I remember those days. We chalked up a pretty big bill at the concession stand with 6 kids running out there. We were just talking about that. I would just let them run, and at the end of the day, I'd go out there and they'd tell me how much the damage is. They're like, $45? I'm like,
Did they take credit cards?
no, I wrote a check. Honestly, like every time. I'm like, well, it goes to a good cause.
See, you need to just send them with
my.
a blank check in the beginning.
We bought a lot of prom stuff, let me tell you. A lot of prom stuff. A lot of booster club stuff, whatever. Outside the Glock. Glock, ooh, and she springs long. Still a 1-point game. Cougars hanging in there. Back to serve is Feeney. Feeney serves cross court. Nice pass from West. Oh, Craven goes to Glock. Everybody was a little early as kind of went for their approach and stood.
And they were in the
they're
net. That's a good thing because Ashland was kind of scrambling around trying to get in the right position.
That last play was so funny. Like both of our hitters went up. They were both so early. They went up and then they just stood
And waited.
and waited.
And then they all kind of ran into each other in the front of the net thinking, okay, this will be
Maybe
interesting.
that was the plan. I don't know.
Oh,
And
nice
Glock with the one-arm
save.
dig. Ackerman takes it right back over. Grill, nice rundown. Craven takes ball 2. Outside the goal. Oh, no. And Glock hits it into the bottom of the tape. Nice job by Grill to run that ball down.
No kidding. Man, when somebody makes a great play like that, you'd like to see them keep it in play at least.
Yeah. I like the hustle from
I do
both
too.
teams, so I'm going to give them credit for that, but it is both sides are getting a little bit sloppy.
Yeah. We've got more passing, not a lot of hittings, more passes over the net than hits.
Nice cross court, sharp shot there
Yeah.
by Garrett. And she gets a kill, and the Cougars tie it all up in this third set. So Coach Roselle will take a timeout. Again, it's all tied up at 16s.
So, Jordan, thoughts?
You know, I think that Conestoga swings hard. They serve hard. Ackerman really is doing a good job. I like to see the Blue Jays kind of get into some bump, set, and spike situations because, you know, when Gertis takes a good swing at that thing or Marley takes a good swing, good things are happening. But, yeah, Blue Jays are scrappy right now, showing a lot of heart.
And you're right. It would help if everything would start with one good, nice pass, and I think we would be back to the races and running. But
one
woo!
thing that's kind of standing out to me on the stats so far is they have no hitting errors this set.
Fangmeyer, good pass. Let's get it rolling here. Gertis. And
There we go.
see? It's all about that passing. That's all it takes.
She had her
17-16.
just frozen in time. It's just like it was slow motion, like, oh, it's going to drop, and I'm not going to make it.
That's why I will not play anymore. Well, that and the fact that I can't, I'm way too heavy. But I was like, there's no way. My mind knows the ball is coming to me, but my body does not move.
Right.
That is nowhere like her.
No.
I don't want to compare myself to her, but I cannot move after a ball.
It's just like,
Tegels is a phenomenal.
Now that I
libero.
said they've had no hitting errors, sorry, Conestoga, I
Yeah,
cursed
we
you.
tend to do that. We tend to jinx people. And they go right side Ackerman. Ooh, nice.
Nice
hard
block by
better than
Gertis.
kidding. They go backward to Tegels, and
They're
Tegels hits it
actually,
into the
oh,
net.
then they've got. Yeah, I'll take credit.
You just reverse it. That's all.
I took credit.
19-16, Glock back to serve. Blue Jays trying to close out the match if they win this set. Glock will go down the middle. Oh, it's a tough one.
Nice.
Right after free ball. Chance here for the Blue Jays. Glock slide from Gertis. And that
nice
was going to
try
go
by
way
West.
out. That was going way out.
Yeah, that was.
But you know what? When you react, you just can't stop it from happening. So
At least they're giving up the point on a hard hit.
19-17. Tough server, Ava Tegels again. Tegels.
Oh, nice serve. Wow.
Good pass from Craven outside to Gertis.
Oh, wow.
Gertis with a tough swing down the line, but it's wide.
That was a great swing.
Very pretty. Just happens to not be in the right spot. Tegels again. Well, tough pass. Craven's going to run it down. She'll go outside to Gertis. Gertis uses the block this time. Just take something off of it. Makes it 20-18. West back to serve. She goes down the line this time. Tegels. As Tegels will take it over. Other Tegels. Craven goes in the middle of the Gertis. Gertis.
Oh, nice.
With
Nice
the
swing.
kill.
That was a beautiful pass up to Craven, though, that set that whole thing up.
That's right. Feed her. Feed the hot hand.
I just love it when you sit here and watch the setter not even move to take the set.
That's right. West again to serve. 21-18 Blue Jays. Nice serve by Taylor West. It's an ace serve.
You know, I think
for
if she
Taylor
would
West.
have, I think she would have let that go. That would have still dropped because that had some arc on
Stay
it.
there. How about Taylor West really only coming in a couple points here and there?
She's only
throughout
been
the year,
in, yeah.
And now she's been a main part of this and contributed a ton.
She has.
Tonight.
She has.
West again down the line. Oh, this time she's
Cursed her. Way to go, Kendra. Way to go.
Jordan, have you noticed how we do that? Like whatever we say, we jinx it.
You know, you ladies speak things into existence. You guys have that power.
I need to write that down. We speak things into existence.
Garrett to serve
That's kind
with
of
a top spin.
That's kind of a scary thought,
you don't
isn't
see
it?
this happen very much.
No.
When you let the ball drop. You
Yeah,
can't
usually
do
they
that.
try.
You just can't
I know
touch
it.
her. She's got that high top spin. That is exactly how I tossed it in college. Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Gertis and Craven with a nice
That
connection.
was a sweet hit.
And the Blue Jays are all sorts of fired up after that. Makes it 23-19.
6 kill for Gertis in this set.
Yeah.
And Kaylee
Nice.
Lewis, the head coach, will take a timeout again. Blue Jays 2 points away from taking the match.
Once again, a little recap of what we went over. Somewhere I have it here. I promise I won't. Congratulations to Kaylee Geis, thank you. Michaela Nonella, Maddie Hart, Caitlin Pfeiffer, Sierra Mack, Ava Miller. All seniors on the softball team played their last home game tonight. They have one more regular season game, and then they will be headed to Elkhorn on Monday to start districts. And they are in the district with, I don't know where I put it, somewhere. They're in the district
You
at
are a
Elkhorn.
hot mess. For crying out loud, you have Jordan doing your stats, and you still can't keep track of your paperwork. You are a hot mess.
I lost a piece of paper
Oh,
somewhere.
Lord. It's in Elkhorn. It's Elkhorn, Waverly, somebody. Block on the
Sioux
dig.
City and Ashland.
Craven takes it over now. It's nice
wow.
job by Tegels. That's why you got to be home.
Yes.
That's what's so important about being at your base and staying at your base until after you see where the setter
Staying
takes
by
it.
that campfire, girls.
Right. See, they would have been there. They would have got that ball. 23-20. Bot to serve, and she serves long. Gives the Blue Jays match point. It gets the fans up on their feet. Okay, well, maybe just the boys. And we've got the clap going down. Craven to serve. And Craven ends it with an ace serve. So the Blue Jays win the match with the scores of 25-16, 25-22, 25-20. 20.
Still never found my paper on that.
It's
Anyway,
okay.
they start districts on Monday. They will have a single elimination tournament, and then the district finals will be the following Saturday to see who gets to punch their card to state. And I know Elkhorn is the #1 seed in that district. So go out and cheer on the girls on Monday. I'm sure if you check the website, they will have times because that's all the information I got. And also this Friday, or this Thursday, the softball girls will finish their season out at Fort Calhoun. And this Friday, the boys will also be at Fort Calhoun playing the Pioneers. And Tim and Barry and Jordan will have that broadcast, audio broadcast for you. And they'll come on the air around 6:45. And this Thursday is the start of our tournament. At 4:30, Ashland-Greenwood will be taking on Ralston, and then their next game is not until 7:30 against Lincoln Lutheran. They'll continue pool play on Saturday at 9 a.m. against Plattsmouth. So, thoughts? I'm just going to say right off the bat, the one thought I have, this game versus the other night or the other morning is our girls got down. It was a tough match. They were fighting them. You know, they never gave up, and neither did we. This is a little bit different than what we saw the other night. So I think that was a definite positive for our girls.
Yeah, you know, the Blue Jays came out tonight with some different changes in their lineup.
Yep.
And they did great with that. They were never out of lineup, didn't anything like that. And so I think that was a positive. Also they faced that, and they faced that extremely well. So.
And Jordan, your thoughts?
Love to see them grind out a win. It wasn't easy, it wasn't always pretty, but they were scrappy and they found points when they needed them.
Yep.
And looking at the stats real quick, the one thing that is just kind of standing out to me, Glock had 10 kills, Brutus had 9, Harms had 8, for all 3 sets.
Oh, hey,
and
Jada.
So,
Jada. Yeah.
And so,
thank you.
So that's really nice to see that the hits were kind of spread out a little bit throughout the 3 sets. It's just always good. So,
what else is fun is it's so fun after the game to just get to be a little kid and just go run everywhere on the court. It is like mass chaos down there. Like there's cartwheels going on. There's I don't even know.
Girls chasing boys.
Girls chasing boys.
Boys wrestling.
Yeah. And one thing I do want to mention is this started. I have to actually give credit to Waverly. When I first started coaching in Waverly, so this tradition has been going on for 20-some years, but we started picking up the bleachers.
Yeah.
We felt like, you know what, we can save the janitor's time if we start picking up bleachers after the games, and all the girls did it. And then what we noticed is once we started doing it, then parents were realizing, wow, you're picking up our trash. Well, we can help. And so Kayla, when I came here, then I brought that tradition here, and we would just and it doesn't matter where we go. We did it home and away games. We would just walk through the bleachers, pick up the trash. It takes us literally 3 to 4 minutes to do that.
With everybody doing it.
It saves, Kevin, Pat, so much less time. Yes, there are things they have to do, but it's so much. When you have a huge volleyball team, it doesn't take that long. But Megan, and hats off to the coaches here, it's a tradition that they have just carried on. And I think that speaks volumes to the character of our kids and the character of our team. That's something a little thing that they can do to give back. As you can see, if the girls walking up and down the bleachers, that's exactly what they're doing. Is they are looking for trash.
Well, and to me, it's impressive when they do it at home, but to me, it's even more impressive when they do it on the road.
Yeah.
And boy, what the message that sends to those opposing teams that see our girls cleaning up the bleachers and it's not even their gym.
Because it's amazing, man. When you get up from games sometimes and the amount of trash that people literally just leave. It's like, how hard is that to just pick it up? So, a lot of times we do talk about, character and the bigger picture of the sports game. And so that's just one thing I wanted to mention is it is a lot about this game, but there is more to it of teaching other aspects, and I think that's one of them. So hats off to Coach Roselle and Coach Minky and Coach Hines Greer for keeping that tradition going, and for the girls for being a part of that.
Any final thoughts, Jordan?
I thought that it was a great game. I thought you two ladies did a great job on the call, so I appreciate you guys being here. Blue Jays going into a big tournament coming up with a win.
It's always good to do that, especially after the disappointing loss on Saturday. So we're going to wrap this up. We will be back on the air on Thursday at 4:30 as we go up against Ralston. And once again, what's that? Oh, my son's calling me too.
It's like, what is
am I
that
going?
noise?
What is this?
And then you also have our middle school principal who is actually also cleaning the bleachers. Now, he is actually doing that just to annoy Suzanne and I to make noise.
Where is that air
I know, I
coming
am too.
from?
I thought it was like the national anthem playing again is what I thought it was. And I'm like,
Okay. Once again, tonight the Jays take down, I forgot Conestoga, I forgot who we even played now. Take down Conestoga 25-16, 25-22.
Mr. Flynn, you dropped my trash.
25-20. Just drop it there.
I will when he looks up here.
For Jordan Wallman, Kendra Craven, I'm Suzanne Sapp. Thanks for spending part of your evening with us, and have a great rest of it.
Yeah, now that I just talked about picking up trash, Jordan got me throwing the trash.